I think I'm starting to understand why. I'm
God's going to put a cancer in the butthole. God's going to put a cancer in the butthole of every sodomite. Every sodomite's butthole will get cancer in the butthole. It'll burn and burn and burn. They won't be able to sit down because of the burning in their butthole. He can't sit down. He's got a burning in his butthole. He's got a fire. He's got a flame coming out of his butthole. God's going to have a flame coming out of your butthole. You're going to have a flame coming out of your butthole. If you thought that AIDS was bad, you ain't seen nothing yet until you see the flaming butthole. Your butthole will be flaming and you will not be able to sit down.
I don't understand why. I mean, this man is mad. Crazy ain't the word for it. But I think my first engagement with Pastor Manning or Lord Manning, however he wants to be called, Honorable Manning, whatever he wants to be called, man. It's very difficult how you can see someone like this uh, getting through life with not having a problem with anything or anyone. Now I'm gonna tell you something right off the jump. I do not condone or agree with anything as far as hate towards another sect of people, and that includes homosexuality. Uh, you know, I had friends who were homosexual. You know what I'm saying? So ever since childhood, I don't agree with the hate and the hate speech. So that's why I'm putting this out here first. And I don't hang around people who hate on homosexuals or what LGBTQ community. And I respect anybody who stands on principle. And what the hell y'all doing worrying about what the hell somebody else doing in their bedroom? That's none of your doggone business. I always known, about it. And I seen people as different. So I don't agree with the torture at all. And that's what y'all putting these people through. Worry about your own damn house and your own bedroom. Nobody ain't asking you what the hell is, so you ain't got no business asking nobody what the hell they doing in their room. You know, that's between the men and the men or the women and the women. Well, however you define yourself as, that's your right. That's your belief. You can do what the hell you want to do in this world, but to be respected and to be loved and treated right means more than anything. So I applaud, the LGBTQ community for standing up for their rights uh, and whatever means they see fit. Now, I don't condone the hate speech either way. I don't. I don't agree to none of the name calling you will see coming in this video. I don't like it, and I hate it personally. You know, you can decide whether you think it's right or not. That's up to you. I'm not gonna live my life running around and hating on people because they believe different or they, see things different, whether they have faith or not. I'm not gonna spend my time judging because somebody could look deep inside you and ask you what you stand on and agree or disagree with you in any principle of life. It's called respect. It's called respect. Whether you agree with it or not, allow someone to respect, be respectful about allowing someone to stand on their own issues. What they believe is to have faith in anything, whatever the cause is. You allow people to have free speech, you know what I'm saying, and don't despise the hate. You ain't got to agree with them or not. But I love when people stand up for themselves. And that includes homosexual, and that includes lesbian, whatever, bi, trans, whatever. I agree with that. Everybody got a right to live their life how they want to live it, and that's what I'm gonna stand on. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm gonna sleep on. I can close my eyes at night, and I have respect for those people. You know what I'm saying? I have family that's gay. I have friends that are gay. I always had friends like like that, but I also had friends that had emotional problems, and they dealt with that. But I'm gonna save that for later. But this is the foreword that I do not, and I repeat, I do not agree with the language, beliefs, or attitude that goes and preaches hate against homosexuality. None whatsoever. And you can take that and you can sleep with that. Night, lay down. Whatever you want to do with it, eat it, stuff it, flush it down the toilet, whatever you know. You know where I stand. I do not condone any hate against homosexuality at all. I do not condone it. I don't even want to be a part of it. So now my attitude gonna come out and I'm gonna snap. So my thing is to ask other people, be smart about what you're doing. Be respectful about what you're doing. Agree or disagree. Learn how to respect the other man, the other women, whatever the movement is. Be respectful about it because you will want the people to do the same for you. There's no reason for this type of hate. None whatsoever. None. None. Because you're gonna pay for that. You judge, well, you better get ready to be judged. And guess what? That's what happened in this case. The same with Mr. Manning. The Honorable James Manning got just what he was looking for, the attack of the homosexuals. I know it's a funny title, but you understand the ending. I know it's funny. I know it's funny because I got to laugh too. He got just what he deserved for spewing out this much hate. Now the LBGT community has responded, and it's quite hilarious. But he deserved it. He deserved it. You gonna get what you asked for. And now the homosexuals come attacking, and I'm standing right there with him. I'm standing right there with him. He should have kept his doggone mouth closed because the stuff that he was saying was very visceral, angry, and not to be tolerated. He got just what he asking for. He got it. Let's roll.
Until you have a flame coming out of your butthole, and there'll be people walking around all over America with flames coming out of their butthole. And everyone who takes it up the rear, everyone who has a penis injected in his butthole, when that penis comes out, the flame will start burning.
You ever seen a grown man throw a temper tantrum like a 5-year-old who just got his favorite toy taken away from him? You're about to.
But I see this, as many of the elders have discussed, as just more of an opportunity for us to get more press and to get more coverage to explain our position and as to who we are. Right now, the articles are jumping all over the place. I've gotten calls from everybody about this, the news organization. In fact, I share this with you to all the sodomites that think that you're going to purchase this church in a foreclosure sale. Let me tell you something.
Anyways, it seems that his church is getting foreclosed on. And I guess the prayers don't do anything for the debt collector. I guess you can't pray the debt collector away, but that's what's going on here. And there is actually a gay advocacy group that is trying to get up the money to buy the church out from under him, or at least the property that's on out from under him in the foreclosure sale. I think they're going to actually try to turn it into a shelter, although I would be very amused if they turned it into like a gay bar or something like that. But let's see what the pastor, doctor, whatever the fuck he is, has to say about this.
Before you can ever own the Lord's house, because that's what this is.
That's right.
This is the Lord's house. This ain't no damn bathhouse.
That's right.
This ain't no fag house. This is the Lord's house.
Amen.
And before you can ever own this property, hook or crook, to own this property, you will be carrying, men who are fags with testicles will be carrying babies in their testicles and giving birth to them through their anus. That's how impossible it is for you to get this house.
That's right.
When you start carrying a baby in your bags
Yes,
and
Pastor.
birthing that baby through your ass, then
That's right.
you can own this house.
Tell 'em,
Until I
Pastor.
see you pull a baby out your ass, you ain't gonna pull this church out from underneath us. And boom shakalaka
Amen.
goes right there.
Yes,
and all
Lord.
you fags can go to hell and do
right.
it now. I'm James David Manning, everybody. I'm the Lord's servant.
Now, my afterthought. I want you to understand something. This is very personal because, as I stated in the beginning, I have friends, and I had friends throughout my life and family that I love more than anything else. So my job is to stand with them when they fight against idiocy like this pastor is spewing out, the hate that he's spewing out. And you got to learn how to love your brother, whether you agree with what they're doing or not. Don't make no difference. They ain't worried about what you do in your bedroom, and you ought not be worried about what they do in their bedroom. You stand where you stand. Belief, faith, whatever. Do what you do. Spend time learning how to love and be tolerable towards people. Because that's the same thing we want to be treated right. And the ultimate reason why, I've seen stories, and personally, I know someone who have committed suicide based off the hate that they were receiving. There's stories everywhere. You don't have to believe what I'm believing. You don't have to listen to what I'm telling you. But it does affect people. Everybody, to my knowledge, wants to be loved or heard or listened to. And when you come out against that, they find themselves on the outside looking in, wanting the same respect, wanting the same love, wanting the same treatment. And this is what America has chosen to do. So I stand with the homosexual, I stand with the lesbian, I stand with the LBGT community. Because it's hard enough to walk into your house and have to deal with that hate 24/7. Not only from the people outside your home, but also for the people inside your home. You don't know what they have to deal with. And that's terrifying to know that some people in your own house do not agree with what you feel and how you live your life. That's heartbreaking. And what comes after that? Suicide attempts. That's tough. That's tough. Because personally, I know and I've heard stories about people struggling with their sexuality and have committed suicide because they're not loved and not treated right. And all they asked was just for that, not what you feel is right. Because we're all gonna be judged in the end. And I don't want that on my book. Running around hating on others and you know, and disrespecting other people for their sexuality. That's between them and God, them and Jehovah, them and Allah. Whatever your religion is, you got to wear that tab. You got to pay for that. So if you feel good about going around disrespecting people, know that that's on your book. Know that you're not going to get away with that. You're not going to get away with the torture. You're not going to get away with the hate speech, any of it. Because in the end, we're all God's people. Well, no matter what color you are, no matter what your sexuality is, that is ultimately up to God, what He chooses to do, not you. You don't run nothing. But you also have to have love for one another. And that's what I believe in, no matter what. Respect every man, woman, child, whatever, as their own individual. Because you will want the same. You want everybody to love you, don't you? You want everybody to treat you right, don't you? Well, you stand on that, but also be ready to pay for that. And I'm not going to be a part of it. It's not going to happen over here, not on the Son of James channel. That's why I'm putting this idiot out there, and that's why I'm sending the message out there. Don't come over here with that negative attitude. Keep that shit on your side. If you want hate, on your side. If you want love and understanding, you at the right channel. But please don't come over here and disrespecting another person or human being or whatever you want to call them. You're not going to do that over here. With love, peace, and honor and respect. I'm standing with the LGBTQ community, and I love you for what you're doing because what it does is it proves the fact that hate cannot overcome love. With great wishes, keep on marching, keep doing what you're doing. With much love and respect, the Son of James. Peace.